happy, guess I'm happy enough. God is like the French. He understands English, but he doesn't like to speak it unless he must. You ask him to repeat himself, he'll grind you into dust. Do you need to hear more? No, I think I've heard enough. You ask me if I'm happy, guess I'm happy enough. In the mirror are closer than they seem, but they're backwards like Leonardo's hand. He wrote all of the answers down in disappearing ink, and I'm happy, yes I'm happy as a goddamn clam. I'm happy, oh I'm happy enough. Got the many Martha's rhythm in the rails. I got a thing for 16 notes, rat-ta-ta. I was just about to crack it, but the cold got tough. You ask me if I'm happy, guess I'm happy enough. Da-da-da, dash, da-da-da. We were doodling in the margins of the Domesday Book. You could draw a dick, but not a crowd. So we turned it up loud and we sang it real rough. But did it make us happy? Made us happy enough. I guess it made us happy enough. I was digging through my bottom drawer of uncut gems, looking for a ruby in the rough. Hold my beer while I wrestle with the clown and get pinned. You ask me if I'm happy, guess I'm happy enough. I guess I'm happy enough. Hey, love is all around you if you know where to look. My life is overflowing with the stuff. You'll know it when you see it, it'll hit you like a book, but I guess it made me happy. Oh, ask me if I'm happy. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough. I think I am. It's good to see you all tonight. It's been almost a month since we got together. And Happy New Year. I know I'm outside the statute of limitations for saying that, but I haven't seen most of you in the new year, so I hope yours is off to a less than shitty start than... I don't even know where to go with that phrase. But I've decided what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to play the songs in order from the album that I made during the pandemic, which was called 1,000 Words. Thank you. I feel real good about that album. These days I'm kind of liking it better than the one that followed it, but I like them both. It's kind of like my kids. Some days you like one of them better than the other. So I'm going to play these songs in order and tell you a little bit about each one as they come around. Lots of these are stories that I've told before, but one of the good things about being in the mature age group is you've forgotten everything I've said before, and I have too. So I can just tell the same stories. Because that's what old guys do. So that song was called Happy Enough, and it came from a time that I had coffee with Gary Charlson, who most all of you know. Gary Charlson's been playing music in Kansas City since he was 10 years old, I think. I think he started his first 60s band in the 60s, so. But Gary has been a good friend and a musical buddy for many decades, and so I had coffee with Gary one time, and I was having coffee with a lot of different people. I kind of made this point that I wanted to sit down and have conversations that I would eventually work around to the question, are you happy? You know, because we had all lived quite a few decades, and I wanted to know, are you happy? Gary paused a minute, and he goes, I'm happy enough. I thought that was about the most profound, honest response I would have never thought of. So Gary's going to be bugging me for royalties for this song. But I thought that was such a good answer, because, you know, we all have these, you know, these crazy zigzag paths in life. And I had another friend, Mike Bliss, who played bass in the Rainmakers for one generation. Mike said to me, you know, Bob, you can want A, B, and C. And some people will get A and C, but they won't get B. And some people will get A and B, but they won't get C. And some people will only get C. And I think that's where he stopped. He didn't know where to go with that either. But I think that's the thing. You have to figure out, I'm happy enough, you know? And we enjoy these moments where we all can get together. We're still here, you know? That's what I said the day after the election. We're still here. And we have to be okay with that. And you know, I still had these moments as I was getting ready to come and play tonight. I was having this feeling of, I don't know how to do this. Honestly, I'm being honest with you. I get these weird waves of like, I don't know how to do this. And I've been playing guitar all week. I've just been practicing and wrote a new song and I just, but then when I came in the door, I had this other weird feeling. It's like, these people are all here to get together and to hear me play music, and I felt happy enough. I really did. Thank you guys for listening for so long. So the next song on the album is called Sugar Tree, and I started my Patreon just before the pandemic. I started it in November of 2019 because a friend had told me, oh, this would be perfect for you. You got people scattered all over the world who'd be willing to throw you a few bucks each month to keep you from starving. And I'm like, that sounds like a pretty good deal. So I made the promise that I would make a new song each month. And for the past 4 years, I've pretty much hit it. I've had a few here and there where I didn't make it because of circumstances, but I've made 34 new songs in the last 4 years. And so I would tell myself the first week of the month, or sometimes in the very first days of the month, go out there and start walking and don't come back till you have a song, at least most of the way there. And sometimes I would have a title in mind or a subject in mind, and sometimes I would walk out the door with nothing in my mind. And sometimes that's the best thing you can have, is no preconceived idea of what you're going to do. You're just going to walk out and just be quiet. And I hadn't gotten more than about a block, and I heard our grandfather's voice. My brother's back there in the back row. I heard our grandfather's voice go, yeah, those people, they lived over by Sugar Tree. It's like, wow, I had not thought of that name, Sugar Tree, in decades. I had no reason to. And so I started thinking about Sugar Tree and our grandfather and your grandparents and great-grandparents, and the song kind of took on this backwards type of chain, where I was thinking about the now, and I was thinking about our parents that each got us to where we were, and their parents who made decisions that got them to where they were, and then not very many generations back, you don't even know who those people were, you know? We know about 4 generations back, maybe 5 generations, as far as what their names were, maybe where they lived, but why they lived there, we don't know. And I know that just maybe a couple generations before that, they weren't even on this side of the ocean. They were still in Europe, and we never know. Some people are lucky. They do get the story of how their ancestors reached the decision to get on the boat and come to the United States. And then some of them stayed in New York for a while, but some of them, I think, immediately headed across the country. And you don't know why. You never know why they made those decisions, what the circumstances were. And I think that is a beautiful mystery, because the reason that we are in this physical place tonight, we really don't know. We don't know why. And I like that thought. It's like those mysteries that move you and put you in places and move you to other places. Sometimes you know them and sometimes you don't. Let's go to Sugar Tree.
My people came from Sugar Tree. I took the back roads from Waverly, built it down through the cemetery, wondered who they were and are to me, and why they're calling me to Sugar Tree. My people came from Sugar Tree, left Pennsylvania mid-century, sailed across that inland sea, sat right here on the banks of Walkenhorst Creek, saw the floods and the blizzards so deep. Things grow in Sugar Tree. Our people came from Sugar Tree, break the sod and plant the seed, tend the farm and the family, build the barn and the hatchery, plow the road that leads to me, leading me back to Sugar Tree. All of our history becomes fiction eventually, flat on the page of a book you keep on a shelf in your memory, forgotten and indelibly, shading all you do and all you see. Maybe someday you will wonder about me as you read my name in Sugar Tree. Going back to Sugar Tree. Take me back to Sugar Tree. Things grow in Sugar Tree.
Does the guitar seem too loud out there? No? Okay. My brother's going, maybe. It is a little too loud. Just a little. Okay. So the nice thing when you write an album and throw those songs out in the world is you hear about it, and sometimes you hear about it in people's comments and what it means to them. Sometimes you hear about it on the dance floor. You realize, oh, people are really knowing that song and they're liking what it says. And there's some songs that I honestly don't even remember writing. It's just kind of like, I cleared my mind and it was just there. And the next thing I know, I was recording it. And I was like, where'd that come from? Again, those mysteries of life. I like those mysteries. Like, where'd that come from? So this song is kind of connected with people because it exists on so many different levels. I had never written a song about my kids. And after grandkids came, I thought, well, I ought to get around to this someday. Because when you're a parent, you realize several things. First, you realize it's not the meaning of life. It's a job. And you're gonna fuck it up. The part of what you realize is there's only so much you can do. I think the dream of every parent is to protect your child for the rest of their life. And you realize pretty early on, you really don't get to do that. The best you can do is show them what love is as clearly as you can. And hope that they learn that lesson, that they remember that. And that after you're gone, either because they don't live where you live or after you're gone, they will remember that. Not only will they remember that, but they will still feel that in the air around them when they need to. They'll feel those vibrations that you tried so hard to imply to their conscience, to their spirit, to their existence. And you hope that in those moments where they really need you, and you maybe can't be there, that vibration of love will still nudge a molecule this way or that way and make the difference. Go to sleep, little darling, I'll be here in the morning. Love is wrapping around you now. Yards of tender affection swaddle you in protection. Love is wrapping around you now. Hunker down, little wonder, just the lightning and thunder. Love is wrapping around you now. Angels bowling above you, raindrops tapping, I love you. Love is wrapping around you now. Wrapping around, wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now. Test the water, little swimmer. We all start as a beginner. Love is wrapping around you now. Some things no one can teach you. I'll be where I can reach you. Love is wrapping around you now. Hunker down. Oh, circle back, little wanderer. Tell us what you've seen yonder. Love is wrapping around you now. Roll out a thread you can follow back through your pain and your sorrow. Love is wrapping around you now. Yeah, wrapping around, wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now. Sleep when you can, little mother. Babies tucked under the covers. Love is wrapping around you now. Through all the ringing and winding, love is there for the finding. Love is wrapping around you now.
wind and the feather, I'll be the change in the weather. Love is wrapping around you now. I'm in the sun and the shadow, I'm in the birds in the meadow. Love is wrapping around you now. Yeah, wrapping around. I said love is wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now. Yeah, it's wrapping around, it's wrapping around. Love is wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now.
So as I have advertised on Facebook, I'm really a musician as a hobby, and I'm a painter as a profession. Or maybe it's the other way around. Or maybe I don't really have a profession. Maybe everything I do is just a hobby. But one of the fun parts of painting, why is that making so much noise? Is thinking up the titles to paintings. So a few years ago, I did a painting that had this nice, blue. I like to work in blue a lot, and it was these trees that were kind of bending in the wind, and I decided the title of the painting would be Indigo Wind. And then I also thought that'd be a pretty good song title too. And I thought it would be like a really poetic, somber, thoughtful, spacey kind of song. So I went out to write Indigo Wind, and that wasn't the song I got. The universe sent me, I think, one of the funnier songs I've ever written. That it's not like outright funny, but it's got a lot of funny lines in it. I'm really proud when I can write a funny song, because funny songs are hard to write that aren't just stupid, So.
I was singing my song when nobody was listening. I'll still be singing when the wind comes whistling. Standing with my trumpet on a bridge by the river bend. I'll be blowing real blue on an indigo wind. I never was much on syncopation. I stutter in the art of conversation. I fall between the cracks and the beats and the synonyms. And I dangle in my tangled up thoughts on an indigo wind. I'm in love with a woman that I do not deserve. I very nearly blew it, nearly lost my nerve. But I didn't, and I wouldn't, and I couldn't ever leave her again. And we'll be gone by dawn on an indigo wind. Lost in my thoughts, I'm barely in the room. A million scraps of paper and an old corn broom, trying to gather my ideas into something I can comprehend. Wichita on an indigo wind. Hey! In my busted up mirror, I'm a real good looker, a cool cucumber in a steaming pressure cooker, and somebody's got to answer, got to blow, something's got to give, and I'll be seeking retribution on an indigo wind. Yeah, life is a dust bowl you're not expecting. You're down in your hidey hole seeking protection, stuffing newspapers in the cracks where the light gets in. Come out of a cellar, it's a calm, clear day. Somebody should tell her that it all blows away on an indigo wind. A funny song. It's hard to transition out of a funny song to maybe one of the saddest songs you've ever written, because it was one of the saddest things to write a song about. When Steve Phillips passed away, the music community, his family, Kansas City, everybody that had crossed paths with him were shocked. We didn't really know that was coming, and we're greatly saddened by the loss of a person who touched so many lives with their music, with their skills as his skills as a recording engineer, his encouragement to young musicians. Steve had a lot of roles, but mostly as a great dad and a grandpa. That's the role you always want to be the best at. And Steve and my life overlapped in a big what for a fairly short period of time, really, in the scope of things. And I just thought about what does this mean? What does this say? What can I say that makes any sense? And so I just tried to be realistic. Steve and I were a great creative duo because we disagreed about everything. And often that's really good, because you will keep honing the song or the sound or the guitar part until you got something that both of you like. Maybe both of you even love it. So I always appreciated that about Steve, because he was just as stubborn as I was. And it was just like, he would not be easily persuaded, and neither would I. I had this little Mazda that eventually Buzz took from me. Gave it to Buzz. But Steve and I would be working on a recording with Pat and with Rich or Michael, and then we would be working on and so we'd put her on a cassette, and we would go out in my shitty little car, and we'd drive around North Kansas City listening to it, thinking about what it needs. Then we'd stop, and then we'd argue about it, and then we'd drive some more, and then we'd go back in and work on it till we got it the way we wanted it. And that's the part of Steve that I'll always feel like was mine. That work. I loved working with him. He drove me crazy, and I know he would say the very same thing about me. But we did some good stuff. We butted heads like good brothers do. Wrestled who was right and who was wrong. Count it off when the downbeat falls. Nothing matters but the song. I brought the sparks, You made 'em blaze. Hey, let's go set the world on fire. Burning down to a humble flame, a smoldering heap of wood and wire. And oh, we would play until the break of day. And there we go across the sky. For all we know, blue satellites. Grief and gravity each have their pull. I left your orbit and you left mine. Life got busy, life got full. You always think there'll be more time, and I still wonder where the music comes from, where it goes and where it's been. We tied the battle, but we won the war, growing up to be better men. And oh, we'll sing the song is everything. And there we go across the sky. For all we know, blue satellites. Ooh.
So the postmark to that story, the postscript to that story, Steve was a funny son of a gun. And I know he would appreciate this. When we first started traveling, we bought a van. We saved up our money from playing Blaney's and we bought a van. And the van had nothing in it but 2 front seats. And so we'd throw all our junk in the back. Somebody would sit on the speaker cabinet, and we'd drive to Fayetteville or Chicago or wherever we needed to go. But when we got the van, we wanted to get insurance on it, so I went to the insurance agent and told him, okay, here's the 3 guys that own the van, and Steve Phillips, Rich Ruth, Bob Walkenhorst. And so he looks up the to get us insured, and he's go, well, I can insure 2 of you guys, but I can't insure that Phillips kid. And I said, well, why not? And he goes, that guy has so many speeding tickets. And he had gotten all of those speeding tickets in a blue satellite. And I like to think Steve would like the joke. So whenever you write a bunch of songs, like I said, it's sometimes you find out directly from people that they like this one or they'll dance more to that one. But then every once in a while, there's one that you write that you're really not sure if anybody likes at all. But I like it, so. And it's just kind of a love story, and I like to think that I write all my love stories from real life. So.
It took forever for me to find you. No map to follow, no northern star. Oh, there was only this funny feeling that I'd been here before. I saw you standing in the middle distance, patiently waiting for the world to change. The wind was blowing through my sad existence in the middle distance, right before the rain. My blind ambitions were tired and tattered, and my condition was weakening. Total surrender was all that mattered. Where do I sign? In blood or ink? I saw you standing in the middle distance, checking your phone like you were running late, like caught your features in a perfect instant. In the middle distance, something made you wait. Trying to practice that final magic, this prayer we're painting, all noise and spin, knee deep in colors, waist deep in tragic, up to our necks in what might have been. I saw you standing in the middle distance with all your luggage piled at your feet. Your ride was coming, I'm so glad you missed it. In the middle distance, out in the street. Another lifetime, we're cursed to wander. Further instructions, oh, just get it right. When I succumb to nervous exhaustion, I'll see you standing in a golden light. I will be waiting in the middle distance, and you will know me by my skin and by my scratches and my persistence. In the middle distance, in the middle distance, you'll find me again.
So most of you know me pretty well. We've known each other for years. So you know, I'm a pretty. I put myself out there, particularly in writing. I like to write about real stuff. But you also probably know that that I'm a pretty private guy in a lot of ways too. That you know, I'll tell you stories about my grandson now and then, but I don't really tell you a whole lot about my really personal life, you know. And if you'll notice what I put on Facebook, it's mostly trying to sell you shit. That's what I put on Facebook. I don't post a lot of really personal things on Facebook. So I was trying to decide what to say about this song, without saying something I don't want to say. I wanted to do a portrait of the woman I love. I can feel the coming fall, changing green to gold, turning us into ourselves, folding into fold. In our secret life, you are here with me. There is no one else. You are all I see. You're my favorite 1,000 words I cannot describe. Perfect poem, a pristine page, canvas white on white. In our secret life, you are here with me. There is no one else. You are all I see. In our secret life, day she breaks and night she falls into darker blue. Thunderstorms and waterfalls rain upon her roof. Tracing paper, window shade, silhouette your form. Through the glass as seasons pass, love to you my storm. In our secret life, you
secret
So there's one song on my 1,000 Words album that I'm not gonna play tonight. It's a song called "This Is the Darkness," and I wrote that in I think February of 2020 when the pandemic had us by the throat, and our government officials were struggling at what to do. Some of them really trying, some of them telling us all kinds of insane bullshit. Though luckily I did not inject the bleach. But the purpose of this song was those were dark days. And I decided I wanted to write a song about looking those dark days in the face and identifying, how fucked up it is so it wouldn't happen again. And that's why I'm not playing that song tonight. I'm not trying to be funny, it's just kind of like that's not what we need to hear. In fact, I'm going to play you a new song that I just wrote a few days ago. I'm having memory problems tonight. I usually don't screw up lyrics. I usually can just sing lyrics all night long, and I keep stumbling over things tonight, so I hope I don't screw this up, because it's not quite as embedded in me as most of these other songs. I should just play the Rainmaker's first album. I can do that in my fucking sleep. But I know so many writers, guitar players, artists, and just everybody really, who since the first week of November have just felt stunned. And a lot of these artists and musicians that I communicate with said they haven't been able to create. They haven't been able to make anything. They've just felt this block that they can't get over. And I was feeling that too. I didn't write a new song in, I think in October, November, December, and then January's rolling around. I'm like, holy shit. So I had a list of titles that I was going to try to work on. The first one was, "What the fuck are you thinking?" And the second one was, "Shoot me now." And the third one was, "This Is the Darkness Part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I decided nobody needed to hear those songs. So I said, "Universe, send me something good." And the universe sent me this. And it's, like I said, I hope to not screw it up. I've only known this song for a few days. I need a drink of beer. Cheers, everyone. Happy New Year. That was my way of faking it because I didn't know what the first line was. Now I do. I am not a person of faith per se, but faith is all we have left. Some days
I'll ask this wind to take back the light we find through the dark to shine, all in good time. I believe in you. Have faith in me too. Now is not the moment to turn away. Walk in sacred spaces and turn the day. Ocean deep and wide, love will turn the tide, all in good time. Do all in good time. All in good time. All in good time.
Keep the faith. So many of you know our brother Rex. Rex was born in the wrong century. He should have been born in the 19th century and been like along with Daniel Boone and people. They're out there in the wilderness. I think that would have fit him really well. He's never liked cars. He's never liked traffic. He's never liked too many people. And yet he is one of the most loving, loves to talk, loves to have a good conversation, but he needs things in small portions. And Rex is 3 years younger than me, so that would make him 5 years younger than Mark. He's always been our little brother. He's always been, just a little different, He was funny as hell. Oh, and he still is. But there's been times of his life where he was the funniest person I knew at the moment. But Rex now lives down east of Osceola. And I've never seen the place. Have you yet, Mark? No, we've never been there. He's been there for 7 years, and we've never visited. Now, some of our other relatives have, but we haven't ever gotten down there. I can never get, he lives like out in the sticks, and it's either tick season or ice season. It's like there's nothing in between. It's a gravel road. But him and his dog and a wood stove, and he's got some of his pottery stuff there, and he's got a garden, and he's got kind of life fenced in just the way he wants it. And he drives into Osceola sometimes and over. Did you see on the news about the Iconium store that burnt down? That was Rex's like grocery store. That's where Rex went. He said, "Oh, but they're rebuilding." And he'll call Mark every couple days, and he'll call me every couple days. So it's not like he's a total hermit. He wants that contact. But I wrote this song about Rex, and it's a rockin' song. And so years ago, as recordings started getting more sophisticated, there was a movement to take recordings back to something simpler. And the early recordings, up to about the early 60s, were in mono. They were not on two speakers, they were on one speaker. And because that's just the way you made things. And then somebody came up with stereo, where it's two speakers. So there was this movement to get things back to mono. And, it was just kind of a rockabilly thing. Let's make some crude sounding records. But that idea of making things simpler I kind of extrapolated that idea and plugged it into our brother Rex and said, I think Rex got it back to mono. I think he did. So this song is about our brother Rex and about everyone. You know, so there's days you really do need to get it back to mono. So we'll see how this sounds with one guitar. It's kind of a rockin' tune, but it needs the drums and all that, but we'll do the best we can do. Let's try that one. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. To Rex and his dog Frida down there, living out the winter. So Michelle and I live over in Westwood now, just the other side of the state line. But in 2020, when I was writing these songs, we lived in West Plaza, just really about 3 blocks that way. Just real close. I could have staggered home from the Westsider many nights if I was a drinking man. Martin asked me if he always brings me a Guinness, and he asked me if I was observing dry January, and I said, Martin, this is the only beer I have, one every 2 weeks. I'm like, I don't think I need to observe. Bring it on. But when we were living in West Plaza, you know, really just a couple blocks off the plaza, in the summer of 2020 was all the Black Lives Matter protests. And I had this, the place, so we had a nice little park, Westwood Park, where I would walk, and there was a tree there that had a big rock slab under it. And I would lay, that was just one of my favorite places. It was kind of up the hillside, looking down across the park and the neighborhood, and I would lay on that slab and just, clear my mind, look up in the trees. And I was laying on that slab, and in the distance, I could hear the chanting down on the plaza. And it just seemed like such a strange contrast, There I was laying on my little rock, and people's lives are shaking and moving.
Lay down in the cool of the trees, watch these spirits rise up through the branches and leaves, ghost trails in the sky. And I heard the sound of a million voices crying for justice and peace, singing, make your choosing, problem or solution, both you cannot be. Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down in the streets of the town where old ways go to die, reborn in the flash and the thunder and a people's waking cry, singing now, 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 no longer someday, silence is not peace, singing, make your choosing, problem or solution, both you cannot be. Lay down day after tomorrow, lay down, lay down, lay down now day after tomorrow, lay down, lay down, lay down all your arms and all your burdens, all hands on the rope, singing heave ho, we're all pulling together, launching a ship of hope. And I heard the sound of a million songs all rolled into one, singing yeah, oh yeah, day after tomorrow, we're heading for the rising sun. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 day after tomorrow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 day after tomorrow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 day after tomorrow. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So talking about finding out that songs connect with people. This is a song that I think I've brought more people to tears with. Because I play this at a lot of my house concerts where I'll lean a lot into to Rainmaker songs, but then I'll always get around to this one. Mark and I were lucky enough that we grew up in a place, a small town where we had grandma and grandpa down the street, aunts and uncles a couple blocks away, cousins, we had family all around us. And we were also lucky enough, as I hope some of you were, to be born in that generation that on Sunday afternoon, you went to Grandma and Grandpa's house. That's just what you did. And sometimes you'd go for lunch, but sometimes you'd go after lunch. And so when we were little, that was the routine. Sunday you were out at the farm. Grandma and Grandpa still lived out on the farm. And you'd go out there and the cousins would be raising hell and playing in the hayloft. I mean, it was Americana for sure. And, the grown-ups would sit around and read the newspaper and talk and crack walnuts. And then it'd become time for be heading home. Sun's going down and, aunts and uncles, everybody's rounding up the kids, getting them in the car. And our grandparents would walk out on their porch. And our grandma, who always wore a house dress, and over that dress she almost always wore an apron. And in her apron pocket she had a little white handkerchief. She'd get out her handkerchief. And my grandpa, our grandpa, who always wore overalls, he'd come out and join her, and they'd turn on the porch light, and they'd stand under the porch light, and they'd wave to you as you're getting in the car. And they would keep waving, and they would keep waving. As near as I know, they would keep waving until we were completely out of sight. But they never said goodbye. They never said, see you next week. They never said, round up those kids better or something. They would say, much obliged, much obliged, much obliged, till you're out of sight. And I was out for a walk and I heard them say, much obliged. And I thought, what does that mean, really? And I realized that to be obliged to someone is to be indebted. And our grandparents were saying, we are indebted to you in love, the love that tied the family together. So I hope you had some version of that experience in your life.
The truth is often hiding in plain sight. Proof of what's important, real and right. Clear away the clatter to see what really matters beside you and inside you all the time. Much obliged, much obliged. I owe you more than you can realize. Forever in your debt, you're in my heart and mind. Standing on the porch, waving goodbye. Much obliged, much obliged. You never had a lot, but then again, I dream of swing and yard and stars and wind and purple hollyhocks beside a gravel walk. I wish that I could talk with you again. Much obliged, oh, much obliged. I owe you more than you can realize. Forever in your debt, you're in my heart and mind. Standing on the porch, waving goodbye. Much obliged, oh, much obliged. So I guess I best be on my way. There's boulders I must roll and bills to pay. If I ever crest that hill, I hope you're waiting still to welcome me back home and let me stay. And let me say, much obliged, oh, much obliged. I owe you more than you'll ever realize. Forever in your debt, you're in my heart and mind. Standing on the porch, waving goodbye. Much obliged, much obliged.
So that's my 1,000 Words album. Minus 2 songs, but added 1 song. So thank you all for embracing that album, for getting to know it. It was a labor of love for sure, and that's a different song. So the rest of the night will be more or less a dance party, okay?
Looking out my window, the eclipse has begun. I grab your hand, we run outside and dance in the dimming sun. Light through the leaves, cast a zillion crescents on the ground, and you say, hold me tight, all right. Peeking through a pinhole, the eclipse has begun. The shadow tag of sun and moon, it washes over us and everyone, like lives that overlap without ever seeing that it's so. And you say, hold me close, don't let me go. No, no, no. We're standing in the path where shadows beget shadows, and every step has an aftermath. The even tiptoe ripples of a skipping stone. Nobody walks alone. No, things are set in motion, sounds clash, then harmonize, and the fire of a moment becomes the light in my baby's eyes. We planned by the moon, by chance and by design, and I know this is mine. Yes, I know this is mine all the time. There's a butterfly in China, a Kansas thunderstorm, a man laying down $1, a young girl's clothes being torn. Actions and reactions, echoes only those can hear. I say, what's that sound? It's spinning me round and round and round, and I'm looking at the sky. I see the eclipse at an end. I am but an arm's length from my lover and
Well, the whole rest of the night won't be a dance party. You know. There'll be a few other moments. Like this one.
Wherever you walked, it was always raining. Whenever you spoke, the wind blew your words away. Now where are you today? Wherever you are, I hope you're laughing. And there's books and dogs and irises in bloom. And you're swimming in the blue, spinning on the moon, and scribbling on the walls of the mansion. If heaven's a street, yours is lined with lovers who sigh and say how beautiful you are. Admirers from afar, wherever you are, I hope you're laughing. And there's a lake, a porch, a family eating soup. And in a boat upon that lake, they bring you chocolate cake. You make a wish, the sun becomes the moon. And the face of God is every face you ever knew. And the rest are just dying to meet you. As invisible as I ever was, as invisible as I ever was, as invisible as I ever was. Once God dropped by, I did him a favor. He said, I owe you one. I said, here's what we'll do. Let my love and I both reach the ending side by each and turn into two willows by the river. Oh, wherever you are, I hope you're laughing. And there's books and dogs and irises in bloom. And you're swimming in the blue, spinning on the moon, and scribbling on the walls of the mansion. Scribbling on the walls, yeah.
Well, as many of you have probably heard, we lost a member of our Wednesday night community this week. Carrie Duvenel, who hasn't been here for a couple years, but was there from the beginning when we first started playing at the record bar. Carrie passed away this week after a long slide into early dementia. And Jay and I got to go say goodbye a couple days before she passed. But Carrie loved life, loved music, and loved dancing, and loved a beer, and loved her kids. And I found out that, so I met Carrie in '88 when me and Gary Charleston were playing at Buzzard Beach. That's when I met Carrie. But I found out that she had been sneaking into Blaney's when she was underage to hear Steve, Bob, and Rich. So Carrie went farther back with me than I went with Carrie. But Carrie, dear person. But we're probably going to have a memorial service for her maybe a month from now, like in February or March. Maybe right here. We'll talk about that. But Carrie also loved... Jay got to take Carrie to her final Bruce Springsteen concert.
Screen door slams, Mary's dress waves. Like a vision she dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison singing for the lonely. Hey, that's me and I want you only. Don't turn me home again, I just can't face myself alone again. Don't run back inside, darling, you know just what I'm here for. So you're scared and you're thinking that maybe we ain't that young anymore. Show a little faith, there's magic in the night. You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're alright. Oh, and that's alright. You can hide beneath your covers and study your pain. Make crosses from your lovers, throw roses in the rain. Waste your summer praying in vain for a savior to rise from these streets. Well, now I have no hero that's understood. All the redemption I can offer, girl, is beneath this dirty hood. With a chance to make it good somehow. Hey, what else can we do now? Except roll down the window and let the wind blow back your hair. Oh, the night's busting open, these two lanes will take us anywhere. We got one last chance to make it real, to trade in these wings on some wheels. Climbing back, heaven's waiting down on the tracks. Oh, come take my hand. We're riding out tonight to case the promised land. Oh, Thunder Road, oh, Thunder Road, oh, Thunder Road. Lying out there like a killer in the sun. Hey, I know it's late, we can make it if we run. Oh, Thunder Road, sit tight, take hold, Thunder Road. Well, I got this guitar and I learned how to make it talk. Yeah, my car's out back if you're ready to take that long walk from your front porch to my front seat. The door's open, but the ride ain't free. I know you're hungry for words that I ain't spoken. Tonight we'll be free. The promises are broken. There's ghosts in the eyes of all the boys you sent away. They haunt this dusty beach road in the skeleton frames of burned out Chevrolets. They scream your name at night in the streets. Your graduation gown lies lies in rags at their feet. And in the lonely gloom before dawn, you hear their engines roaring on. You get to the porch and they're gone on the wind. So Mary, climb in. It's a town full of losers. We're pulling out of here to win. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sit tight, take hold, thunder roll.
So I'll keep you all posted about getting together and remembering Carrie, okay?
I'm rocking on to no abandon, a little town to make my home. Cross 7 wells and the haunted canyon to the cooling flames where my heart roams. This is the path that I am taking through the folded fields of sleep. In my dreams and in my waking, no abandon is where I'll keep. I'll settle down in no abandon. After years of running hard, I will lay down my youth's illusions. I will surrender pride's rewards. Out in the yard, white shirts are blowing on a line stretched in between where I've been and where I'm going. No abandon waits for me. My life has been, it's been a mad equation, trying to make the foreign's meet. Sex and love, imagination, a quiet burn, a constant heat. I'm in the kitchen of creation, rattling the pots and pans, cooking up no expectations, no abandon, make no plans. I'm rocking on I'm rocking on to no abandon. Come on. Called the sheriff and said, come quick, somebody broke in the freezer and stole all my steaks. The dog is still hiding, the sheriff said, ma'am, sounds to me like the Lakeview man. The Lakeview man is a wild man. He lives in the woods outside of town, howls at the moon. Listen if you can, you might hear the Lakeview man. Some say he was a soldier who came home from war, all in one piece but with emotional scars. Agree on the story, argue about the date. Vietnam or the war between the states. And the Lakeview man is a wild man. He lives in the woods outside of town. Hails at the moon, listen if you can. You might hear the Lakeview man. Disappears, a cow is found dead, a chicken is missing, found missing its head. Shotgun gone, print in the sand, two-toe shy, the Lakeview man. And the Lakeview man is a wild man. He lives in the woods outside of town. Hails at the moon, listen if you can. You might hear the Lakeview man. The Lakeview man is a wild man. Lives in the woods outside of town. Hailed at the moon, listen if you can. You might hear the Lakeview man. You might hear the Lakeview man. You might hear the Lakeview man. You might hear the Lakeview man.
So when we had the big blizzard, we had filled up both of our cars with gas, which you're supposed to do. Make sure you got a full tank of gas. We had gone to the grocery store with every other single person out of Kansas City, stocked up on milk, 300 rolls of toilet paper, eggs, butter, rice checks, oatmeal, Jell-O, mayonnaise, all the essentials. So here came the snow, and it was perfect. I loved it. You know, it's hard to say, it's hardly fair to say, you know, you love how the snow looks, because there's so many people that have to get out and work in it, and, you know, we don't. So, but to all those people that do, you've got my salute. But as soon as the snow fell and really started piling up, and then there was the ice under it and everything, our sewer backed up. Perfect timing. So we've got a warranty, you know, got one of the sewer warranties. So I called up the warranty company. They start calling all these contractors who say, we can't even get out of our driveway. You're on your own, buddy. So I won't tell you the gory details. We got through it. Good old A.B. May came out the day later. But that happened to us. That happened to us 3 years ago on Christmas Eve with 12 people in the house. It was 10 below zero. I have impeccable timing on this stuff, don't I?
the songs I sing are sad ones. Expectations of me are all bad ones. I couldn't have less to live up to if I tried. Explanation, I can't report one. My obituary will be a short one. He played guitar till the day he died. And all I wanna do is sing a few songs of aching love and a couple of old hymns for the folks back home. And the last chance for a slow dance with your one true love here on my broken radio. All my memories aren't good ones. Coulda, shoulda, woulda ones. But in there are a couple I wouldn't trade. Like the night when I first met her. Would I forget her or regret her? Ask them ghosts dancing on my grave. And all I wanna do is sing a few songs of aching love and a fast one for the youngsters that I know. And a last chance for a last dance with your one true love here on my broken radio. Here on my broken radio. One, two, three. We learn the hard way. All I need is one more day to get it right again. If I didn't know better, I'd know better than every time I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. Every time I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. We need to get back to the old religion, back on track, worship fire and air and earth and water and no despair. Every time I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. Every time I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go come from different neighborhoods, but they both try to tell the people about how good, how the meek shall inherit, the wicked shall cease, and they rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece, rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece. Democratic her met a Republican him, and the parents said we'd rather see you dead than one of them. A fight broke out at the wedding feast, and they rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece, half a horse apiece, rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece. You might lean to the left, I might lean to the right. Come on, dance with me, baby, till the wheels of the night. If I can learn to dance with these two left feet, we can lead the nation on a half a horse apiece. We can lead the nation on a half a horse apiece. Called up the president, said, how's it going, bub? He said, I'm stuck up to my axle and I don't think it's mud. What do you expect when the house is full of geese? And we rode out of the Capitol on half a horse apiece, half a horse apiece, half a horse apiece, rode out of the Capitol on a half a horse apiece. I might lean to the left, you might lean to the right. Come on, dance with me, baby, till the wheels of the night. If I can learn to dance with these two left feet, there's hope for the nation on a half a horse apiece. Hope for the nation on a half a horse apiece. Remember, my friends, this ain't no sporting event. Nobody has to lose, nobody gets to win. The art of the compromise is what my baby needs. I'll meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece, half a horse apiece. I'll meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. Meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece. Pardon me, I got a technical issue. Back in business. On this foggy pane, I finger paint my name, breathe a dying breath, and watch it fade away. Love is all that ever lasts. Everything else is vapor. When my time is past, we will face it without fear. that we were here. I built it to the sky, bathed it all in golden light, drowned it in sound, watched it all come tumbling down. Love is all that ever stands. Everything's built on shifting sand. Slide into the past. We will face it without fear. Proof that we were here.
Linda Minson, I'm glad you're here tonight because I was thinking that the last time that Carrie got to join in with all of us and dance was at your backyard party. That was the last time she got to be together with us. So when Carrie lived out in California, I went out to visit her and my aunt that lived out there. And I had a cassette with me of new songs I was working on. And so I got in the car with Carrie and I said, I want to play you a song. So I played this song for Carrie. She was the first person to hear this song. And she said, I like it. It reminds me of Bruce.
This moon tonight, my lover is holding my shadow. She doesn't know my face or know my name, but she hears my melody all the same, and we move slow, dancing in her dreams. We've glanced on corners, we've passed on stairs, we've nodded on the narrows to who knows where. Crossed our paths in crowded streets. We've been so close, someday we'll meet when times are right and stars align. Until then we'll dance, let's dance on the width of a line where a heart meets heart, mind meets mind, love's in the air. Could be ever aware. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure, where love is the width of a line. sitting at home with the radio on to that mysterious station that nobody owns. I'm plugged, I'm wired, I'm tuned, I'm hoping I'm the wolfman of love and the lines are open. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, come on. Baby, come on, let's dance. Dance on the width of a line where our heart beats hard, mind beats mine. Love's in the air. You could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure. Love is the width of a line. Yeah. I was sitting in a bar after a gig in Albuquerque, watching Johnny flirting with a model in pearls. I just got off the phone with a Finnish ballerina. All that's on my mind is a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl back in a dive in Kansas City, separated from a bum without a clue in the world. I've wasted lots of time with some crazy little women. I'm calling in my cards for a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl, she got a crow over her shoulder. A Missouri girl, got a twister in her heart. Gonna cross the Shenandoah, move the weight of the world. Been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl. Don't need no easy smile, need no sunny disposition. All I need is everyday her love I got to earn. Smell of something burning, healthy dose of healthy tension. Don't take nothing for granted with a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl, she got a crow over her shoulder. A Missouri girl, got a twister in her heart. Going across the Shenandoah, move the weight of the world. It's been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl. I played in Montreal, played in Omaha, Nebraska, played in big arenas, every smoky bar in the world. You ask me what I've learned, I haven't learned nothing. All I've learned is all I need is a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl, got a crow over her shoulder. A Missouri girl, got a twister in her heart. Going across the Shenandoah, move the weight of the world. It's been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl. Been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl.
Well, thank you all for listening to my stories tonight, and for this feeling of community. When we lose a member of our community, it is really important to be together. So, you got one more dance left in you? And I do want to mention that Joanne Groves over here has a new product where she has, we had the bracelets before, the baubles. Now they are necklaces with longer lyrics of your choice. She will do a custom one. And all the proceeds goes to CASA of Kansas City, Older Youth Program. And thank you, Joanne, for keeping that going, and for this, Joanne, for reminding me to say something about it.
In the day we sweated out on the streets of a runaway American dream. At night we ride through mansions of glory and suicide machines. Sprung from cages on Highway 9, chrome wheel, fuel injected and stepping out over the line. Oh, baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wendy, let me in. I wanna be your friend. Wanna guard your dreams and visions. Just wrap your legs round these velvet rims and strap your hands across my engines. Together, Wendy, we'll break this rap. We'll run till we drop. Baby, we'll never go back. Oh, will you walk with me out on the wire? 'Cause baby, I'm just a scared and lonely rider, and I gotta know how it feels. I wanna know if love is wild. I wanna know if love is real. Oh, baby, you got to show me. Beyond the palace, hemi-powered drones scream down the boulevard. Girls comb their hair in rear-view mirrors, and boys try to look so hard. The amusement park rides are closed in dark. Kids are huddled on the beach in the mist. I wanna die with you, Wendy, on the streets at night in an everlasting kiss. Oh, the highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive. And everybody's out on the run tonight, but there's no place left to hide. Together, Wendy, we can live with the sadness. I love you with all the madness in my soul. Oh, someday, girl, I don't know when we're gonna get to that place where we really wanna go. We'll walk in the sun. Till then, tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Come on, Wendy. Tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Oh, oh, oh,
Thank you all for being here tonight. Peace and love. Good night.